Hey sis, you ready for some girl talk? This question came to me from a tribe member, somebody that's in our community, and it is a good conversation to have because I may or may not be that chick that was the one who got away. If you that one that got away, you know, and they regret losing you. Period. So I just listed some tips that were in my head, in my mind on what I did whenever I had to end a relationship and they was crawling back and they regret playing with you, regret not getting it right until you broke up with them, and then all of a sudden they want to get back right. Oh no. Here are some tips that I did after a breakup. Number one, I prioritize self-care. So I'm gonna need you to prioritize self-care. Now, this is your physical, mental, and emotional. If you are a little shaken up from that relationship, I'm gonna need you to go to therapy. I'm gonna need you to talk it out. That is normal. That is healthy. Normal people who love, who lose things, who grieve, who regret things, like that means you're human. That means you're alive. That means you are 6 feet above ground, right? That means you are not 6 feet below ground, right? And it's normal. And you need to work through those issues. You need to work through the heartache, the heartbreak, the regret, the disappointment, the narcissism, whatever you experience in that relationship. Even if you were the one that let it go, you still should work through what you've been through. All right. Next, work on that revenge body, sis, right? Get back into the gym. 9 times out of 10, once you heal from that relationship, you're going to want to be back on the dating market, right? So you're going to want to look and feel your best when you're going out on dates and things like that. So get back into the gym, get back to eating clean and healthy. You already know when you in relationships, you be gaining all that happy weight. The only people I know who lose weight in relationships is when they miserable. I said what I said. Unless you in a marriage and y'all both on a health kick together. Like me and my husband, we both on a health kick. Girl, I'm trying to maintain my weight, even pregnancy. But before pregnancy, girl, I lost 22 pounds. My husband was losing weight. Girl, we up in this together, right? We got goals. However, when you in a relationship and you ain't in that on that type of time, and you losing weight because you want to pull your hair out, your hair falling out, you losing weight, you don't got no appetite because of what he dragging you through, sis, I'm gonna need you to let that go. All right. I'm gonna also need you to get a journal and journal your thoughts and feelings. I say this in every video, to have a notebook and journal around y'all. One of these days, y'all gonna listen to me. That journaling, getting your thoughts and your emotions outside of your head and processing them in real time in your notebook, because it ain't never going anywhere. You know, with a counselor, with a therapist, you got to book a session and you got to wait. With your sister, she may or may not pick up. Your cousin may or may not pick up. Your auntie may or may not pick up. Your pastor, she may or may not be busy, right? But with your journal, it's always there. And so when you get out of your head and onto paper, you can better think and work through your thoughts and emotions and feelings. All right. So girl, get a journal and identify what you're feeling and how you can change that and switch that in your mind. All right. Number 2, channel your energy and attention into your goals, whether it's your career, your passion project, personal development, building your business. Every time old boy tries to call, I'm going to need you to first of all, you should have him in your phone as do not disturb or do not answer. Sorry, not do not disturb, do not answer. Right? My husband talks about what is his example? He says to put people in your phone that you don't want to go back to as vomit, because ending a relationship is like throwing up. And then when you take somebody back, it's like eating the vomit. So he's like, basically, when you break up with somebody you know is toxic, and then you go back to them, that's like throwing up, your body rejecting some poison, some food poison or something, and you throwing up all over the place, and then you just walk past and be like, no, I'm gonna eat that again. Right? That's exactly what's happening when you get out of a toxic relationship, but then you take that person back. Sis, do that even make sense? So I'm gonna need you to have him in the phone as do not answer / vomit. I'm gonna shout out to my husband. Put the vomit in there. Don't be eating up your vomit, girl. Your toxic, nasty vomit that your body done spit out. Period. And sometimes you got to get graphic in order to understand and get the idea of what we're talking about. All right. So I'm going to need you to use that energy. Every time old boy calls, I'm going to need you to do not disturb, keep him on block, do not answer. Right. Keep the vomit where it's supposed to be, in the trash. And then I need you to channel that energy into something else. There's going to be times where you're going to want to call him or see if he texts you or hear somebody, what somebody done said. Nope. Check his Instagram. Check his TikTok. No, ma'am. Every time you feel like doing that and giving him energy, I'm going to need you to go do something productive. All right. Number 3, re-engage with your social life. Now, we all know it's normal and natural to, when you get into a relationship, you're focusing on that relationship, and so you don't spend as much time with friends and family. That is very normal in human nature. I don't know why people on social media, sometimes girls will be like, oh, don't try to come back to me and hang out now that you ain't in a relationship. Sis, that's normal. That's absolutely normal. Like, once you get to a certain age, your body wants to procreate. Your body wants to reproduce. Your body wants different types of satisfaction that your friends can't give you. That don't even make sense. But anyway, re-engage with your social life. Go to networking events. Go to business events. Go to galas. Go to day parties. Don't be up in no nightclub, because we women of God up in here, right? But I'm going to need you to go to Bible study. I'm going to need you to go to church. I'm going to need you to go to events that the church is putting on. Local comedy from the church, local comedy that you like, concerts, right? All those different things. Girl, get your social life back. Especially if you're coming from a toxic relationship where you gave up your social life. Now, I'm in a healthy marriage. My husband, he's an introvert. I'm an extrovert. Girl, there's times where he don't want to be bothered. Cool. I hit up my girls and I'm hanging out with them. I don't miss a beat with them, right? But sometimes if you're in a toxic relationship, and either you're the person made you cut off your friends, or they drained all your energy to where you ain't have enough energy for your friends, whatever the case may be, you might have to re-engage that. All right. Number 4, stay classy and unbothered. Don't drag them on social media. Don't drag them to friends and family. If somebody asks what happened to you, and oh boy, we had irreconcilable differences, don't put your time and energy into venting, into bashing them, into getting on social media, making posts, and none of that. It is not worth your time, especially right after a breakup. You are still vulnerable. You are still in an integral part where it's a slippery slope and you can go back if you're not careful. Do not re-engage. I don't care who asks what, if they best friends call you, because the toxic boys be having them toxic friends, female and male, who will call you and say, well, Dante really misses you. He haven't been eating. He said he don't understand why y'all not together. He don't understand what happened. Girl, they going on the do not answer blacklist too, because you ain't got time for that. Keep it classy. Keep it unbothered. And number 5, no contact, limit contact. If you do not have kids together, no contact. If you do have children together, limit contact and establish boundaries as you see fit. Whether you got to go through the court, whether you have a family member, you drop the kids off to his parents, and then he gets them from his parents or something like that. Limit the amount of time y'all spend together to where he can annoy you and bother you and try to reel you back in. Limit that. Set some boundaries. He should not be all on your phone talking about other stuff if it ain't for the kids. If it's not about the kids and he start asking you about other stuff, just hang up the phone. Period. All right. So thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know if it helped you. This was a fun one to do. Thank you so much. Shout out to my community for asking this question, because this is a good one to create notes and write down. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.